Good morning, guys. What I want to work on today is the category pages. So for the stays, for example, we have hotels, resorts, villas, and glamping. My initial approach was that we would just have a filter page. So let's say it would be dash hotel dash Ubud. And then once there will be significant traffic to this page or search filter, then we can activate the page. I think it's going to cause a lot of issues with 301 redirects. So basically what I'm thinking now is to populate the page. So let's say Ubud, or let's say, no, it will be stays, hotel. So we have those category pages. But then we also have this, right? So basically what I want to do is whenever there's an active listing, I want to generate a page. So I quickly went ahead this morning and checked. So first what Cloud came back with is to do this approach of first have the filtering, and then whenever we want to activate it in the admin dashboard, create it and then redirect it. But it's getting quite complicated. So what I'm thinking right now is dynamic publishing based on listing count. So we generate the page only once there's an active listing, and then dynamic sitemap update. So whenever we publish a page, this page will be added to the sitemap, and then we can index it in Google. So what I want to do today is just copy this. And then we go into cursor. Make this bigger for you guys. We're going to open a new chat. Maybe keep this. I want maybe thinking and max for this because it's probably quite complicated. We're going to use Super Whisper. Okay, for the category pages. So we, for example, have stays. And then we have, for stays, we have different categories like hotels, resorts. But then also we have locations. So I want to populate URLs like dash stays dash hotel, and then we have a category page there, then dash stays dash Ubud, and dash stays dash hotels dash Ubud. But I want to be having the best approach. I think in the project execution plan we said we have filter pages. I think it's better to have dedicated landing pages. So I went ahead and I actually created like a project instruction. So what I'm thinking now is to just only push pages live that have listings in it. Okay, and then we're gonna paste our, wait, then we need to copy this again. Please analyze the code base and check if this is the right approach. Because I'm just afraid that whenever we would have an admin dashboard where we have like a checkbox that we need to check, that let's say in the future we have a VA and they mess something up, then it gets a lot of redirects and it's very bad for SEO. So I'm just thinking whenever we have a listing, let's just push it live and then just try to add more listings to it. But let's see what Cursor comes back with. Let's create a solution, implement a dynamic category and location pages to only show up when there are actual listings. Okay, let's just see what it comes back with. And then yeah, so last episode we fixed the amenities, we fixed the images, we fixed the Google map. Only thing is the rooms. It's working. I fixed it off video. I just need to have the right information of the room. And then I think this weekend, so today is Wednesday, this weekend I'll add some content with my partner. So let's just make sure that most pages are ready, then we can start adding content, and then we can see if the related listings are working, and if the location pages are showing the right information. And also, I think for dining, we're still filtering. Yeah, we can fix this today maybe as well. Because last episode we had a to-do list. Maybe I just delete this. Future image for listing. This we still need to do. When I want category rooms and suites, I've fixed, but still need some changes. Can I only make this orange? No, okay, whatever. And then get around show nearby activities. That's still pending. Okay, I'm gonna let this run whenever this is done. I get back to you. Okay, so it's saying it's done. Go listen back category location, etc. Just here we get quite some errors. I get those errors. And what I also want to do, I want to upload a screenshot from Supabase. For the categories. Are we using the I just want to make sure that it's connected to this, because then we can say like, okay, hey, it has a actual I think this parent should actually be stays, right? That makes way more sense. The issue is, okay, let's change this to stays. The only issue is that in the previous episode on all here, this is filtering on the parent category accommodation, not stays. Did it fix it now or no? Let's just see. So we have, this is, let's call category accommodation. Let's make this. So maybe it's not even showing here. I had still. So this will be stays. Hotels. Maybe let's first only implement this for the stays. Also make the category page itself. Okay guys, let me see how I can walk you through this. So basically, wait, let me make this bigger for you. So basically the issue that we have, and I had this with a different project, but I didn't understand why. If we have the stays folder and then the categories and location, it started messing up the slug because for some reason Next cannot handle it. So after chatting with Cursor, the solution is to, let's say, okay, so it came back with 3 options. One is to have stay slug page, both categories and individual listings, and stay slug location page. Or a static segment to differentiate, stays listings category. I don't want this in URL. I just like clean, short URLs. So that's a no-go for me. And then this, I thought I didn't like this, but basically now what we did, and I still need to check if it's working. So the simple solution, oh, it also came back with adding C for category in the URL, which I don't like. And then basically it came back with like how big travel websites do it. And then booking.com is doing /hotel/Bali. And then for singular listings, they have /hotel. So now what we decided is to have /stay for singular listings and then /stays for the category pages and other categories. So basically it implemented this and okay, so this is not working, but let me just draw this out for you. So we would have, okay, how do I draw this out? Let's say this is our stays page. On the stays page, we have listings. And then we have sorry. Let's say we have /hotels. Would have /hotel/Ubud. So this all goes under the stays section. Then all those single listings, sorry, my voice is cracking. This doesn't work, whatever. Those will be stay and stay VJ. So I think this is how we're going to structure it now. We just need to make it work because we get a 404. Just rerun this. Okay, so this is working. That's great. So let's go to stays. Okay, perfect. So on the stays page, what we need to define here is I'm gonna accept this. So this all works. Did it also do it to the dining? Not yet, right? No. Okay, that's good. Okay, so for the add stays market page, we have those categories above the listings. See screenshot. These only show active categories and also link to the right page. And then what we also need to fix is here. So this should become stays. type should all be stays. The parent ID can stay the same. So maybe then we just need to filter by parent ID and not by type. I think that makes more sense. Just curious if I change this to will this then create another category with stays? Because now the issue is if we have accommodation, if this has listings, it should populate a page, right? That's basically what we're trying to do now. Or maybe we can say if no parent ID don't show. Let's see if this works. No, it shows nothing. Okay, so now it doesn't show any category. Another issue that I found is in Supabase, we have parent categories and other categories. So currently I have one main category, accommodation. I think we should change this to stays just to have consistency. And then filter the main page on that. And then the category page is based on the slug. Just I need some consultation on the database structure, because what if we change it to stays, would then create another stays category page, even though we have the main category page. I want to prevent that. So please consult me on this. I will upload a screenshot of the database structure. It's better to ask, guys, instead of just keeping struggling with the same thing over and over again. Just keep accommodation, only display child categories on the stays page. In your code, filter out the parent category when showing category listings. Yes, please implement this. Okay, if that would just work, that makes my life easier. Because then basically what it's saying is use this as accommodation. So this is the main category, just show all the listings here. And then have the other ones as the subcategories. And then if we have it working here, then we can start doing the same for the other categories. And then we also need to make the filters work, because I think right now, no, it's not functional yet. All right, let's see what cursor comes back with. And then whenever that's done, I get back. Okay, so that worked. Okay, that works. But then in the database, we have one listing with category hotels. But now above the table, we don't have any card with popular categories. I would like to see the active category pages there. So in this case, hotel will be one of those. Can you please adjust this? Before that, what I want to check is if the change actually happened. So let's go to listings. VJ category ID. Hotels, yeah. So in the listings table, we have a column category ID that links to the category ID in the categories table. I'm just going to give it a little bit more context before it starts making weird changes. Okay, so it said in our state space will correctly display the active category by card. Looking for all child categories. If not found, it falls back to looking for categories that are actually used in listings. As a final fallback, it displays categories rather than showing nothing. This we should prevent. Also, when I access the stays hotels page, get a 404. Wait, okay, after prompting back and forth, I think it's working. We still need to do the styling, but it's showing the listing. Okay, it found the listing and the page is working. Just the hero is completely different than the hero in the add stay marketing page. Also, I think there are some errors. Counting query, category IDs from listing. Okay, we have to fix that as well. And here we also need to change filters because why would someone on a Bali page want to filter for different areas? Oh no, this is hotel, so we just need to remove the property type. Okay, that's fine. Perfect. Now we only have this issue. And please move the breadcrumbs nicely to the hero section. I made those breadcrumbs here, but I don't know why it's there. And then if it's all correct, this should go to stay VJ. There we go. And then here we also need to add breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs is just easier for one, the user to navigate, two, for the Google crawler to, I'd actually added it here. This works fine, that's good. Just maybe some design changes, but I maybe want it here. Okay, so it says it's done. So stays. I still need to fix this. Okay, this is better. Gonna accept all. Then can you please document this in .md and store it in the, what's the name of the folder? Project guidelines folder. So that if we need to implement this for the other main categories website, we can refer to this implementation plan. Why I'm doing this? Because right now we have stays, but we need dining, we need experiences, we need wellness, we need beach clubs. So there's still a lot that we need to implement the same structure. So it's easier if they can just now summarize this and then just say like, I'll refer back to this document and then we just do it from there. Okay, I like this. And then we need to connect this to it as well. Because I think here we already show hotels. Yeah. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Yeah, okay, so Did it save this as well? Yes, perfect. All right, that's it for today's episode. I think I'm gonna finish this later today, this part. And then, yeah, let's just start wrapping up the whole stay section. So make sure we can add featured images here to the single stays, add featured images, finalize the room types, and then maybe I still want to add some more information here, like maybe a rating system, like how was the check-in process, etc. So we give like proper information, and then start adding listings and then test if everything's working properly. Whenever it's working properly, we can start pushing it live, and then, yeah, just step by step add to the website. Then we can put more focus to the dining, then to the wellness, because wellness, we have more listings, beach clubs, for example, and we just do it step by step. So thank you so much for watching today, guys. Yeah, the views are still going up, the subscribers are going up. So if you're watching this, you're not subscribed, please help me out. I wish you guys an amazing day and see you in tomorrow's episode.